major milestone for the Fort Smith community. With the arrival of international pilots and cutting-edge aircrafts, also comes a powerful new chapter for the region's military footprint. 5 News reporter Lauren Spencer went to the event hosted by Prime River Valley Professional Summit. And Lauren, you checked in with leaders about how the F-35 project is becoming a key player on a global stage.
Yeah, Morgan, they say the major F-35 defense project is taking flight in Fort Smith and bringing big changes to the region, not just for Fort Smith today, but for decades to come.
We have the Sound of Freedom flying over Fort Smith.
Those jets you've probably heard flying overhead are being credited with fueling economic growth, strengthening national defense, and putting Fort Smith on the global stage.
There is nothing like this happening anywhere in the United States. There's no other guard base that's doing the MQ-9, the ISR, and has a flying training operation like we do on one base.
Already a critical center for drone operations and surveillance, the 188th Wing now supports a full-fledged fighter jet training mission, all on a base smaller than most. Over 5 years in the making, Commander of the 188th, Jay Spahn, says the project is now marking a major milestone.
Yeah, the first 2 Polish F-35 students are actually finishing this week. They're kind of the best and the brightest from their F-16 operation, and they were chosen to be the first students for that reason.
This isn't just a win for the military. Local leaders say Fort Smith's role as an international training hub could transform the River Valley.
The 188th was probably already in the top 5 economic, drivers in the city, and you add the FMS F-35 and fighter operation to it, and it's probably going to be the biggest single impact.
Tim Allen, president and CEO of the Fort Smith Regional Chamber, expects this to add $500 million to $1 billion to the city's economy a year.
It could go higher because the mission, as you heard tonight, is actually growing. There's more countries coming than originally planned, and that's exciting.
This is all just the beginning, as panelists look forward to what future generations will see.
This project will change the trajectory of Fort Smith forever.
And that momentum is just beginning. After Polish pilots finish training, Fort Smith is preparing to welcome pilots from Germany and Singapore, with their first arrivals expected to touch down in 2026. Lauren Spencer, 5 News.